Hello class, my name is Christopher Rockwell. This is my week 4 reflection video for Java 2 term 1402. This week was really exciting. I had a lot of fun playing around with the new elements. I was able to get a couple extra things implemented this week, which one was a requirement, but I added something else that I thought would enhance my app. I want to get out into that a little bit later. My thoughts on fragments, they're definitely very important. The app that comes to mind is the Gmail app on Android, where if you open the app and you're in portrait mode, the app is going to display all the different email senders, and then once you click on it, it's going to take you to a different view so you can view the email. Whereas if you turn it in portrait mode, landscape mode, you're able to see the senders or the emails, and you're able to see the broad view when you click the email all in one screen. So that's something I'm pretty sure is executed using fragments, and it definitely makes it more convenient for the user when they're trying to thumb through a lot of emails. They won't have to go back and forth between different views. They can kind of see everything all at once. So that definitely is a fun feature to have. So it definitely enhanced the app's capabilities. Let me kind of go into the actual application so I can show you what all I've done this week. Okay, so what's new this week is the search being up here as well as right here. I left it in both places just because I want to kind of add on. I didn't want to take nothing away from last week. So this is of course something new. Now I did this using the alert dialog fragment, which we kind of got a little information about this week and we were told to implement. So what I'm doing is I'm going through, I'm setting up the class right here for the alert dialog. I'm putting the arguments, which is the title, and then I'm adding an input onto the dialog or the alert. Then I'm setting the title here, and I'm setting the message input minimum rating, and I'm just going through just like I did in my other search button right here, just like I'm doing on this button here. I'm basically implementing the same thing, but I'm using an alert dialog fragment. So of course, if you have to first get the Reynolds first. You go through, say I want to have a minimum rating of 75. Then I hit search, and I want to get that minimum rating, critic rating of 75. And another fun thing I did was allow people or users to change their color, the element colors. So if I hit purple, it's going to change all the colors in the list and everything to all the accents to purple. And then if I hit blue, it's going to change everything to blue. So I thought that was a really fun thing to implement. It's kind of a little something extra. I like playing around with design a whole lot, so I went ahead and did that. And then my preferences, I already have a preference here. I have a button here if you want to clear your preferences, so you just hit clear preferences. And it's going to clear that out. Then I want to add it again. I'm going to add my first and last name. And I'm going to hit save. This is going to give you a toast. Hello, welcome, Christopher Rockwell. And then also, I want to relaunch this application. It'll give me the hello message again, because it's going to base it off of the preferences. Since I saved it in the preferences, it's going to show me that. And I did figure out, I'm going to go over here and show where the preferences save. I did figure that out over here in the data, and then I go into the application, and here go my shared preferences. So that's one thing I had to do to try to figure out if that was working properly. So I'm going to launch it again, kind of demonstrate that the preferences did save. And right when the application is open, I'm going to get the hello, welcome, Christopher Rockwell message. One thing I had to really focus on this week was having persistent data, because last week when I was getting my rentals, and then say I was searched for our rentals with the minimum rating of 75 again, it would give me 2 rentals because of course that's all I have that's at least 75. Then when I was going to landscape mode, I would then just get right back to all the data being displayed instead of having just the 2 that I just recently had. So that's something I had to definitely go in and change, because I don't want somebody to search which the instructor, kind of brought this to my attention. I don't want anybody to search within portrait and then go into landscape and be brought with all the movies, have all the movies pop back up. They can, possibly be irritating. Also, another thing I wanted to change was, let's say, if I were to select this movie here, which has a 93 critic rating, and then I was to search for ratings for at least 95, and the rating of at least 95. Last week, this wouldn't clear out, which, if you want a rating of a movie more than that 93, this should definitely clear out, because you're not looking for that particular movie at that point. So I definitely had to come through and make sure I'm clearing the movie out if it doesn't meet your criteria, and just really clean it out in general, so you can, since you're searching, you're looking for something else, so that way you can kind of start fresh. So that's something I really had to work on, was keeping my data persistent this week. And of course, like I said, I had to change colors and preferences, so I had a lot of fun doing that. Let me kind of go through how I did the change color really quick. What I ended up doing was doing the dialogue that I did with the alert, the same type. And what I had to do was go through, and I did an E-color. And by the default E-color, which is the variable I set, the default is just the regular red color. And then I go down here, if you select menu item 1, it's going to set the default colors. So I'm setting all the list views, the list headers and all that, the fragment. I didn't show that part, but if you're in landscape mode and you do it, it's going to change the colors of both the main activity and the info view. So it's completely changing all your colors. So that's what I'm doing here when I have the info fragment. I'm changing all the colors here. And then if you select item 1, which is purple, it's going to go change all the colors to the purple color. Else, that means you selected the blue, so it's going to change all your colors to blue. So it was real fun setting that up and playing around with that. That's something I definitely want to get implemented, and I tried to challenge myself to get it done. I'm really glad I did. Hope y'all had a successful course and a successful week like I have. Really enjoyed this class a whole lot, learned a lot. Had a lot of fun doing so. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.